The next topic we have redundancy and associated problems. Redundancy. First, we'll see what is redundancy. Data redundancy means a repetition of same data in more than one place in a database. So, whenever some particular data is repeated in many places, it is nothing but data redundancy. See, storing same information several times in a database leads to waste of a storage space. So when you store same data in many places, what it leads to a storage space and increases the total size of a data. While increasing the total size of data, what happens, it the stored data becomes a inconsistent. So this is nothing but data redundancy. Whenever a particular data is repeated in many places, by repeating it in a many places, by copying it in many places, by keeping that data, particular data or particular data in a database in many places, it leads to a storage space, waste of a storage space. Okay, that is data redundancy. Let us take a example for data redundancy. A student in a university may enroll his name in a several different courses. So a student asked you to take many courses, whatever the courses you want, you can opt for many courses. So a individual student record may be stored in several times in a university. So that is nothing but redundancy. If a particular person A wants to take RDBMS, C++, as well as he wants to take e-commerce. So the name of an A will be particularly in the department of an RDBMS, in the department of C++, in the department of an EC. This may leads to the redundancy. So due to redundancy typically results in three data anomalies. What is anomalies? Anomalies is nothing but are problems that are rise due to a fault in a database design. When you design a database, if there is a fault, arises, like data redundancy only, the fault arises, that is nothing but anomalies. We have three different types of anomalies. One is insertion anomaly, update anomaly, and delete anomaly. First we'll see the insertion anomaly. Insertion anomaly: inability to add data to the database due to absence of other data. That is nothing but it is not possible to add a required data. It is not possible to add a required data to the database unless other piece of an unavailable data is also added. See, for example, let us take the example of a library database. We cannot add the details of new member. We cannot add the details of new member until that member has taken out the book from a library. We cannot see a particular library database. We cannot add all the students in the library database, all the members in the library database. Only the person who takes the book from the library, only we can add the details in the library database. So that is nothing but insertion anomaly only. See, it is not possible to add a required data to the database unless other piece is nothing but when you take a book only, there it is possible to add a required data. Okay, of unavailable data is also added. Another piece of unavailable data is also added. So whenever you take a book from a library only, you will be able to add your name and you will be able to become a member of a library database. Then only you can add as a member. That is nothing but a insertion anomaly. The second one we have is that deletion anomaly. And anomaly is nothing but it is a problem of a fault that arises in the database design. So deletion anomaly is nothing but unintended loss of a data due to deletion of other data. That is nothing but deleting a piece of data may result in loss of other data from a database. So whenever you delete some piece of a data, and this leads to loss of other data also. See, let us see the example. In a company database, if a employee working in a particular department, see, one of the employee working in a particular department, and when an employee resigned, he is resigned from the company, then the details of employee should be deleted. Okay, the details of when a person employee is working for a particular department and he is resigned from his company, that that employee name should be deleted from a employee database. So whenever they are deleting the employee name, employee details, whenever they are deleting the employee details, what happens from the table, in addition department will also delete it. So this is nothing but a deletion anomaly. The next one we have a update anomaly. Update anomaly is that single data redundancy result in a inconsistency of data. That is nothing but when update is made and only some of the multiple copies are updated. See example, in a company, if a department manager has changed, then it is required to update all the records. See, when a for a college only, when a new principal comes to our college, and in the old principals, in every record we'll be having a old principal name only. When a new principal comes, so that new principal need to be inserted in every department. She should have the stamp of the principal, and so that is nothing but a department manager has changed, then it is required to update all the records. So all the department need to be updated with the new principal is nothing but update anomaly. These are the three different types of anomalies. This anomaly will be arising with the because of a data redundancy. Data redundancy is nothing but insufficient storage. Inconsistency of data is nothing but data redundancy.